Okay, so we might call this wisdom from the shop or something like that. I just wanted to chime in really quickly on Mr. Butker and the kicker for Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champion. You know, one of the highest scorers of all time in the NFL and everything. Um, I love what he said. I love what he said. Uh, I wish that everybody, we started, matching kids up at 14 years old. Everybody was married by 15. um, you know, before you had a chance to make all the stupid mistakes. And because of the fact is that, two people getting married, you're growing together. You're getting to know each other. You are committed to each other for the long term, and a lot of times that's what makes it through the tough times is just that you've got that commitment. What's wrong with getting married at 15 or whatever? I don't see an issue with it. Um, but I will say this: getting a college degree or getting a skill, a trade, whatever, is paramount for the man. He has to. For the woman, you don't know what's coming. Let me just say that. Hopefully the man is a man of faith, and believes in a God above, and that's one of the things that keeps him straight and keeps him on track and everything is fear of God. So let me explain to you my motivation, and it's twofold. And one being the most important is that I would like to go to heaven one day and be with my family. Um, that's all there is to it. I've looked around at the world. I've gone through my times of doubt, and I look at everything and how intricately it is put together, and how there one thing doesn't function without the other. If the Earth was 1 inch further out into space or the moon was 1 inch further out, all this wouldn't work. And it seems like we have a creator out there that made us and placed us here for a reason. We still haven't found any signs of life on other planets or anything else. So, maybe that's what he's doing in his spare time, is creating more of a universe and everything. That might be his fun. So I want to go and be with my family one day. That's one thing. Part of that is some of my family is already there. My father passed away the day before my eighth birthday, April 13th, 1978. I would have turned 8 the next day. My mother and our family had a difficult time after my father passed away because he barely missed. Thank you, MPNL, for not giving my father the little bit more time in order for us to draw his retirement. He would have been fully vested shortly, but MPNL, Entergy, thank you. So we had a very tough time growing up and everything, and we were very, we were poor, but we had a house. The house that my father had bought in Clinton, Mississippi, good school district. My sisters and I both got, we all got a good education. And so I'm very thankful for all those things. But we did have it tough. It was not easy. We were poor because my father passed away, and that was, ultimately not part of the plan. But my mother did a very good job raising us, and she went back to school and she got degrees and everything, and can teach, can be a counselor. She as a psychologist prefers to be called a Christian counselor because she says all the psychologists out there are nuts. But anyway, we made it through, the tough times and everything. I would say that my, my both of my sisters and myself and our spouses, we all have, master's degrees, and we're not, none of us are rich. We didn't have the privilege of having, that wealth passed down to us and everything. So everything that we have, we built for ourselves. So I'm just saying that, the trad wife stuff and everything is great. If you can stay home and take care of your children and raise good children that are not going to be a burden on society, that is totally awesome. That's the best thing that you can possibly do. But I will warn you, getting married, making that commitment, guys, make sure that your wife, that there's a backup plan, that you've got either millions of dollars in insurance, or she's got a skill. She can go into the workplace. The kids can go to a private or public school or whatever, and y'all can continue to survive. I'm just saying, be ready for those kind of things because bad things happen, and you don't want your wife to, be fresh out of high school and not have a skill, a trade, a degree, and then she's unable to provide for your children in case something bad happens to you. That's all I'm saying. You can come for me in the comments. Thank you.